Tonight, our special transmission as far-right Israeli politicians defend soldiers facing rape allegations. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. Today is the 299th day since Israel started bombing Palestinians incessantly. Palestinian Health Ministry reports in the past 24 hours, at least 37 civilians have been killed. 73 have been injured. Media reports show the military has targeted the entrance of the Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza. At least 10 civilians have died during the attack. Israel has issued fresh evacuation orders for Nusayrat and Burej refugee camps. The orders affecting around 29,000 Palestinians. Many have no refuge. Some Palestinians have started returning to eastern Khan Yunis after the withdrawal of troops. They describe the area as a devastated, uninhabitable wasteland. The Israeli army says the Khan Yunis operation is complete. It claims to have killed over 150 fighters last week. It says it has dismantled significant tunnels and weapon storage facilities. The army says during its operation, it retrieved bodies of 5 Israeli hostages. Gaza's government media office has reported on Telegram that during a 9-day operation on Khan Yunis, Israeli forces killed 255 civilians. Approximately 300 were injured. 320 homes and residential buildings were struck. Out of these, 31 homes were bombed with residents inside. Gaza's health ministry is warning of an impending polio epidemic. It is calling for immediate intervention. The World Health Organization has called for a ceasefire to ensure the delivery of vaccines to children. The death toll from Israel's war is alarming. Israeli attacks have so far killed 39,400 Palestinians. 90,996 have been injured. A report in British medical journal The Lancet says the number of deaths in Gaza could be more than 186,000. Far-right politicians and demonstrators have clashed with military police over the arrest of 9 soldiers suspected of raping a Palestinian detainee. The soldiers are held at the St Hilan detention facility. Demonstrators are strongly opposing the move. Protesters stormed the facility last evening. They are waving Israeli flags and chanting, "Shame." The Israeli military says an investigation is underway. The news comes after a Palestinian prisoner suffered severe injuries in his rectum and had to be hospitalized. Pressure from rights activists led to Major General Yifat Omer Yerushalmi calling for an urgent inquiry. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir are calling for the release of the soldiers. They condemn the investigation. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant have called for calm. Gallant says it is important for the investigation to proceed without interference. Multiple reports have raised concerns about conditions in Israeli prisons. Former detainees allege widespread abuse and mistreatment. Amnesty International says it has documented 27 cases detained up to 4.5 months without being able to contact their families. These include 5 women and a 14-year-old boy. Israeli settlers have set fire to Palestinian-owned vehicles in the town of Dura, West Bank. They have also defaced multiple vehicles with racist slogans. The settlers carried out attacks in different areas, including Dura Martyrs Cultural Center. The center had welcome banners for recently freed prisoners Mahmoud Abu Saleh and Rateb al-Haribat. The crowd destroyed the displays and seized the banners. In Khirbat Qalqas, settlers targeted vehicles at a local garage. They then drew threatening graffiti. This incident is part of a troubling trend of increasing settler violence in the West Bank. Attacks include arson, stone throwing, and vandalism. There are around 700,000 Israeli settlers in the West Bank. The International Court of Justice has recently declared Israel's occupation and settlements as illegal. UNESCO has placed the ancient monastery of St Hilan in Gaza on its list of World Heritage in danger. It aims to protect the archaeological site amid fears of damage from Israel's military actions. The monastery is also known as Tel Amr. The monastery was founded in 340 circa by Hilarion. Hilarion was a native of the Gaza region and a Christian. It was a significant center of religious and cultural exchange between Africa and Asia during the Byzantine period. The monastery was abandoned after a 7th century earthquake. It was rediscovered in 1999. UNESCO's inclusion of the site on the danger list allows for international aid and restoration efforts to preserve the historic site. Another Israeli citizen has contracted a rare and fatal brain infection. The infection is caused by the Naegleria fowleri amoeba. A 10-year-old boy is on a ventilator in intensive care in Safed, northern Israel. This is the third recorded case in Israel. An investigation by the Israeli Health Ministry has traced the infection to Gay Beach Water Park in Tiberias. The park is on the western shore of the Sea of Galilee. The site has been closed. Earlier this month, a 25-year-old man contracted the amoeba and later died. The ministry is asking citizens to seek immediate medical attention if they visit the park and show symptoms like fever, headache, and blurred vision. Wildfires have razed up to 50% of the town of Jasper in Alberta. Jasper is a major tourist destination. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has deployed the military. He has welcomed aid from countries including Mexico, South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith describes the situation as the worst nightmare for the community. Currently, about 400 firefighters are on the ground in Jasper. Last week, approximately 25,000 residents and tourists were evacuated. The fires are threatening the Trans Mountain Pipeline. The pipeline transports 890,000 barrels of oil daily. Right now, there are 176 active blazes in Alberta. 424 fires are burning in British Columbia. 1,200 firefighters are combating the fires. Thank you for watching. Our news is produced by Muslim Network TV, which is a nonprofit organization. We need your support for donations. Please scan the QR code on our broadcast or visit muslimnetwork.tv to donate now, so we can continue to amplify the voices of Muslims in Canada and abroad.